Yo, what's up? On Amsterdam Dance Event, I went to the artist coaching meetup, munch and mingle, to get to know other artists, and I also signed up for the roast. This is what the other artists and coaches had to say about my career.
Next up is John and Mr. Smith. There he is. Well, you recognize him, isn't it? In the face, right? Come over, man. Yeah.
Tell something, yeah. Hello. I'm John and Mr. Smith. I'm a DJ, a saxophone player, and keys. I do that live, and I perform with my live visuals in Unreal Engine. I make everything myself: the music, the visuals, timecode behind it, lighting timecode. Everything I do, everything you see, I create myself. And on the side project, I run and I make live melodic techno while running. So that's yeah, there are several, I guess. There's one.
This is actually pretty insane. He does marathons while doing live streams.
Yeah, I do that on a daily basis. So this morning I did a live stream. You can look it up if you like. I did it here in Amsterdam because I was able to sleep here. I make it in Cubases. I have like 6 synthesizers and I'm controlling them live using an app it's an interface which I made myself, and I send out MIDI to all these things, and there's like 6 drum computers, and I make the music live, and I actually duplicate it so I can DJ. So I have 2 of these things. So I have one part, and I create a track with that, like a bass line, and I have chords, an arpeggiator, and pad, and then I make a track with that, and I actually duplicate the whole set so I can DJ it likewise into another track. So I'm able to continuously make new tracks while I run, and I do that on a daily basis. I find that really fun.
Every day you go live as well, right?
Yeah, every day I live stream as well. It doesn't always work. It's really yeah, it goes broken every now and then, but yeah.
I just felt everybody's self-confidence drop.
Well,
yeah, what's your
showing
experience?
this is, for me, is always really.
What do you do?
It's really, but
I
yeah.
don't have a studio, and there's you. Huh?
I just thought of taking it outside, and I thought at some point you can do it, so you should do it.
Even swimming.
And when it's wet, then it turns the knobs. So every time there was water, because it's capacitive, you know, then yeah, it sounded fucked up. A bit.
So this is all live?
Yeah, I make this live. Yeah. So I play the chord sequence as well live. So I have a MIDI input. I can touch OC, and then I have all the like in every key I have the basic chords schemes, and I can play those live, and then I record the MIDI and do several things with it. This is what I do live, so that's what I.
How much shows do you do a year?
Nowadays I do about 100, but I used to do 225 a year in 2018. But I used to be a DJ agent as well, so I used to book artists. But I found that I was always occupied with gear as well. So I was setting up DJ sets for other DJs, and that was most of my time. And I was driving around in the country. I was driving 90,000 kilometers a year. So that was most of the time I was doing that. And I quit that 2 years ago, and now I'm only focusing on my own stuff. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, man.
You go first.
There's for me one major problem is the whole story just now got me like, whoa, holy shit! Like this is even cooler than when I tried to look it up on YouTube, and I think that misses. So that you do that, what you just said, and how you explained it. Also, if you scroll through here. For some reason, and also there's a lot of those videos in between, and it's like, it's not really, that story didn't really register with me. I think that's the tricky thing, because I think it's, when you explain it like that, I'm like, I get fucking excited about it. And I think that's what's missing about when I would visit your profile. I wouldn't know that's what you do, and I think that's that needs to be happening. I think that's the thing. Like how you explain your whole setup, and maybe get a video about that, like shot professionally about your whole setup, and like pin that to the top, and that's what you do, and some highlights of, oh, I created this track during sunrise at this hike, because that's the stuff where I now see that's really unique and cool. Because also we were at the podcast, and then I searched it up on YouTube, and it was also quite hard to find one of your videos on your profile that had that explanation, and then you stumble upon like the live stream. But that's try to come up with a way, I think, to make snippets out of your live stream in short form, like with a good caption about, oh, this track was perfect for this. Oh, this track was perfect for this sunrise, or I'm in the waves, and I think that's the real. I'm getting really excited about.
How are your shorts performing right now?
Well, the shorts about the running actually are doing less good than last month. Last month I made every day, every day, and those were performing quite well.
Yep.
But the shorts about running are actually doing less well. And the live stream, I'm by myself, but every now and then people come by and they check it out.
Yeah.
So it's not that I'm doing a lot of fun.
No, I think there's something like missing about the how maybe the caption and the way it comes in. It's
you guys understand media. When I say I have a wireless media network, you guys can be interested.
You should cut.
Audience, I think they don't.
No, I think you should cut out the details. Like just make it very easy to understand what you're doing, because we understand the complexity, but most people don't care about the complexity. They just think, how is this guy running and making music?
Yeah, but that's also with you guys. But if I tell it to my girlfriend, and then they're like, oh yeah, it sounds like you're DJing or doing something like. And most people do think that I'm DJing while I'm actually making it live. And
maybe.
Yeah, and that's you have to really be very communicative about. I made this live on this hike, and then it needs to be a bit more clear. I think that's in those short form things, and I think they could go huge if you find the right format.
And maybe even
it is tricky, but
for one run or just the first kilometer, let someone film you when you run with the stick, right? Like, because now I can see you, but I don't really see what happens on the stick you carry with you. But if you have somebody film you, like third person, that might also help to get a better idea of how does this all work, you know? Like, because I even got questions from other DJs who asked me like, what does he bring with him? Like, is there a phone? Is there an iPad? Like, you don't really see it. So maybe bring that into image as well. That might help.
Yeah, and that's why that video would help. Well, what's your exact setup? And then you don't need to explain, I link it through this and this and this, but it is just interesting to see.
You have two people.
Maybe if you have like a little keyboard for running. Because now you see just screens. But if you have like a keyboard, then people have more direct visual feedback.
I started with that, but it's practicality of it.
Yeah. But can I ask how do you make a melody?
So I have the chords. So usually when you play a chord, you play the root key as well for bass.
Yeah.
So I have that in one knob on the MIDI controller. So I programmed for each chord that sequence into one knob. So and that's outputted then to my arpeggiator as well, and so I sequence that. So some are like pressing the chords on the sequencer in a rhythmical way, so I can and then some are arpeggiating, and some only take the top note in order to play like a melody.
I think those steps you need to really make super simple to understand and have explain that as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So like, oh, now I start with the chord progression, and you see like do 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 do, and then I make it into an arp. And then people will get that, and then like I think that kind of stuff
because I'm in. If I do that, then it will slow down a lot. Also because I'm when I run for 2 hours, I practically make a whole live set of 2 hours. I come up with like 15 melodies, and if I would be explaining that every
No, but you don't. This is the thing. You do your live stream. Afterwards, cut it into a video where you're like, And then the caption is like, you put like, here I make the melody, quick cut to the next, then I make it into an art.
Yeah.
Then it becomes this is the end result. And
Like
you could start,
short
and then you're like standing at the sunrise. So the start is like, I made this while running, and you're like here, and then it cuts into you the steps you made it, something like that, I think. Because I think that's such an interesting story. Yeah.
That's what we've talked about as well. Like, you have so much content.
Yeah.
It might be a bit better to think about like how can you tell the story, because you have the content. It's more about how can you put it into the right place.
Exactly that.
It's all there. It's all there. It's a very unique story to tell. Yeah. Corey, you want something to say?
So number one, you probably use the DJI Maverick. Maverick. You use the AI, and it can actually just follow you. And you can tell
oh yeah, the drone. Like have the drone following you.
That's fucking cool as well.
Wow. Okay.
So you don't have to like go into the water and dip yourself. The second question I have is, do you record your music that you're producing, like actually save it and store it?
Put the live sets
I'm
out.
curious, like I would watch you here, and I personally want to go check them out. Is he on Spotify? You want to listen to his work? Can you release your music?
No, I only have like.
I think like if you were to just chop the shit, you can have like 30 tracks a day.
Yeah.
Most producers want to say.
I mean, like not mixing. Yeah. Some mastering programs on the setup.
No, but I mean, if you have all those stems that you're constantly creating, you can really apply. I mean, all you have to do is just put them into the arrangement, and you're done. Now you can publish your music too, and people might connect that back. And
good point. Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot there, but I think I think you can work on that.
Yeah, I think to summarize, I think what you're doing is
great.
Is awesome, but you have to get that across. But for people that stumble upon your profile, basically, that's the people you wanna like. Hey, this is what I do, and you can also then have still videos about all the nerd shit in between there, because there will still be an audience for that.
There are questions from people like how. Like, tell me.
So you can make videos that are very like simple, straightforward, but you can also be like, and you can even say like, hey, this is for all the nerds out there. I'm gonna explain my total sequencing, how I programmed it. There's so many
like that mouse does as well, right?
Angles.
Like sometimes.
And because you can really turn yourself into a freaking app that you can sell.
Anything,
really,
yeah.
It's like you have like so much in front of you.
Yeah, true. Okay, clap it up for Joost.
Alright, thanks for watching. I think there's a lot of things to work on for me. It was really nice to get these responses. It was really nice to see that people were actually quite interested, and it gave me a boost. So I think I have some things to work on right now. Alright, thanks for watching.